General Hospital will reveal details about the following. Michael leaves Port Charles in critical condition after a horrific accident that leaves him severely burned. The doctors at General Hospital do their best to stabilize his condition, but the severe injuries force him to be transferred to a more specialized medical facility. As a result, Michael is transferred to a renowned clinic in Baden-Baden, Germany, which is famous for its advanced reconstructive surgeries, having helped Valentin recover from serious injuries. During many months there, Michael not only endures painful surgeries to regenerate his skin, but also faces a period of loneliness and reflection on the events that unfolded in Port Charles. Initially, Michael's only goal was recovery, but a chance detail changes everything. During his treatment, he accidentally discovers an unusual medical record documenting a young male patient, seriously injured after an accident on the Seine River. The troubling part is that the patient had no identifiable information and was brought to the clinic from a small fishing boat without any personal identification. According to the records, the individual had severe facial and body injuries, requiring comprehensive reconstructive surgery to restore his appearance. But the most shocking detail was about the blood type and certain biometric information that matched Spencer. Michael's curiosity and intuition tell him this couldn't be just a coincidence. He starts investigating further into this mysterious patient and uncovers an astonishing truth: the individual had complete amnesia after the accident. He couldn't remember who he was, no relatives came to claim him, and after his physical recovery, he left the hospital without leaving a trace. Michael couldn't ignore the possibility that Spencer was still alive. The earlier reports that suggested he had died in the accident on the Seine were just assumptions. No one had actually seen his body. If this was true, Spencer had survived but was living a life that wasn't his own, in an unfamiliar place, unaware of his true identity. To verify this theory, Michael begins a difficult search. He traces the clinic's records, contacts medical staff who treated the nameless patient, and tries to gather more information on where he might have gone after leaving Baden-Baden. His investigation leads him to a small town near the French border, where some locals remember seeing a young man with a strange demeanor, seemingly trying to recover part of his lost memory. As the clues begin to piece together, Michael becomes increasingly sure that Spencer is not only alive but may be wandering somewhere, unaware that the world still mourns him. The time away from Port Charles not only allowed Michael to heal his physical wounds, but also gave him the chance to uncover the truth that had been hidden for over a year. But the biggest question remains: if he finds Spencer, will he remember everything? And if not, how can he bring him back? It doesn't take long for Michael to connect the scattered clues and realize that the mysterious man he's searching for is indeed Spencer. Despite his completely different appearance after the reconstructive surgery, there are unmistakable signs, from his voice, his gait, to his unconscious reactions when confronted with certain distant memories. Michael is certain this is Spencer Cassadine, Laura's grandson, and the person the entire Port Charles community grieved after his tragic disappearance. However, realizing the truth is only the first step in a difficult journey. What truly challenges Michael is how to help Spencer recover his memory and bring him home. Revealing the truth too suddenly could cause Spencer to panic or deny it, especially since he had gotten used to his new identity and an entirely different life. Moreover, Spencer's memories are not just beautiful images but are filled with pain, loss, betrayal, and the endless battles he fought before disappearing. Michael understands that if he brings Spencer back to Port Charles before he is ready, it could cause a severe mental shock. Therefore, he decides to keep the truth hidden, at least until he is certain Spencer is strong enough to face the past. He patiently stays by his side, helping Spencer recover physically and mentally. Casual conversations become subtle hints Michael drops to trigger Spencer's memory. He talks about a small coastal town they used to visit when they were kids, though in reality, it's Port Charles. He mentions a mysterious island with an old castle, Windermere, where Spencer grew up. As each day passes, vague memories start to resurface. Images of Esme, and the time Spencer fought to gain custody of Ace, slowly fill the gaps in his mind. But these memories also bring deep pain. Spencer starts to recall the helplessness he felt when he saw Trina caught up in Esme's troubles, and the despair of thinking he had lost everything. The guilt also returns as he realizes how much pain his loved ones have endured due to his disappearance. Michael knows this is a tough phase, but it's also a good sign. Spencer is remembering. He is slowly regaining his true self. And when the right time comes, Michael will help him return to where he belongs, Port Charles. As the day to return to Port Charles approaches, Michael feels a sense of relief that he can finally bring Spencer home, but everything becomes more complicated when he receives shocking news: Sonny's health is deteriorating rapidly. The heart attacks Sonny had previously hidden are now uncontrollable, forcing him to face a harsh reality: his time in this world is running out. Doctors have warned that if Sonny doesn't undergo surgery soon, the chances of survival are very low. Still, he tries to maintain his position, pretending to be strong while the empire he built over the years is on the brink of collapse without a worthy successor. This puts Michael in a very difficult position. For many years, he has struggled to break free from Sonny's path, trying to build his own life, staying away from the world of crime and the bloody battles his family is always drawn into. But now, with Sonny no longer strong enough to protect what's his, who will step up to take his place? Dante, although Sonny's biological son, has chosen the life of a cop, a path completely opposite to what Sonny envisioned for his successor. Jason, who was once Sonny's loyal right-hand man, has returned but cannot hold power like before. And if no one protects the Corinthos Empire, their enemies will not hesitate to seize the opportunity to bring it all down. Michael knows that if he doesn't step up, his family could be in danger. Carly, Donna, Avery, even Wiley, everyone he loves could become a target. Moreover, once Sonny's power is shaken, old enemies like Cyrus Renault or new rising forces will not miss the chance to take everything. Michael has never truly wanted to step into this world, but now, it seems the choice is no longer in his hands. Amidst Michael's struggle with this crisis, Spencer's return also brings a major upheaval. For over a year, everyone accepted that Spencer had died. Trina, above all, had to endure immense sorrow from losing the one she loved. She had fought to move on, to heal her heart, but Spencer's return, a completely different Spencer, will force her to face emotions she never imagined. The person standing before her is no longer the proud yet caring boy she once knew, but a changed man, carrying wounds, losses, and perhaps no longer the person she once loved. Michael sees clearly what awaits him when he returns to Port Charles: an impending power struggle in the underworld, a family in need of protection, a friend who needs help to rediscover himself, and a love that may never be the same. He will have to make the most important decision of his life. Accept Sonny's succession to maintain the Corinthos Empire, or give it all up and follow the path he chose long ago? But if he leaves, who will protect his family from the dark forces lurking? With every step, Michael knows that any choice will change his life forever. Port Charles has never been a peaceful city, but when Michael returns, everything seems to have changed in an irreversible way. Not only does he bring back a completely new Spencer, but he also inadvertently sets off a chain of events that could shake the entire city. Secrets, confrontations, and unavoidable changes are waiting, and Michael quickly realizes that this is not just a family reunion, it's a real battle, one he never imagined. As news of Spencer's return spreads, it creates a shockwave throughout Port Charles. Laura cannot believe her eyes when she sees the grandson she has mourned for the past year. Trina, who had fought to heal her heart, now has to face an unexpected truth: the one she loved is still alive, but may no longer be the Spencer she once knew. His memories are still vague, his psychological wounds have not healed, and Spencer himself doesn't know if he's still the same person. But Spencer's return is not just a family reunion, it brings a series of unanswered questions. Who funded Spencer's treatment in Baden-Baden? Why was he abandoned with no one searching for him? And most importantly, is there someone behind his disappearance from the very start? Michael cannot shake the feeling that Spencer is not simply a victim of an accident. Too many things don't add up, and some force may have exploited his memory loss to manipulate him in ways they wanted. Meanwhile, Michael faces an even bigger challenge, the gradual collapse of the Corinthos Empire. Sonny is no longer at the height of his power, and his enemies are waiting for the opportunity to strike. Michael knows that if he doesn't step up to protect his family, Carly, Donna, and even Willow and Wiley could become targets. But can he truly abandon his ideals and step into the world he's been trying to avoid? And if he does, can he keep his soul, or will he slowly become a new version of Sonny, a man consumed by the darkness of power and violence? Everything is reaching a climax. Spencer will have to face his past, Michael will have to make the most important decision of his life, and Port Charles will never be the same once the secrets are revealed. This is no longer a story about a return, it's a battle to reclaim identity, family, and the future. And no one knows if they will survive what's about to happen.